At the end of the probation, you are sued for wrongful termination. But that can be avoided if you do all these steps.
My name is Louis Liao Wenxian, employment lawyer and the principal of Louis Liao Chambers.
How do we structure an effective probation? Number one, when you're hiring, set out clearly what is the duration of the probation and what is the notice period for termination. A lot of mistakes some people do is that they actually set too long a notice period for a probationer. So what ends up happening is after 3 months of probation, you decided not to confirm this person and you want to terminate this person, you have to give him another 1 month. So even though he's here for a short time, it ends up having to keep him for a longer time than expected. So be very clear as a notice period. And notice period, you can actually give a short time as long as it's agreed and written in the contract. So 1 week is okay, 2 weeks is okay for probationers. Next, you must set out clearly the circumstances justifying extension of probation, and at the same time, what are the circumstances that may lead an employee to be terminated or not confirmed or confirmed. Set out clearly what we expect you to do. This is how long this is going to take. This is how long we will need to give you if we want to terminate you. And this is what are the things that we will consider on whether to confirm or extend or to terminate you. Set out very clearly so that the probationer knows very well when he goes into this probation what is expected of him. So there is no ambiguity, there is no confusion as to I didn't know that it can be extended. I didn't know that I can be terminated with 1 week notice. There's no such thing. Everything is clearly stated. Set clear expectation for the performance. What do we expect you to achieve in this role during this period? And this is what we will use to assess whether you should be confirmed or not. So use tools such as KPI, job description or job scope that clearly states what are the expectations, what are the duties or roles that you need to do, and also do monthly appraisals. Every month you tell him, okay, this is what you are expected to do and what have you achieved? Have you fallen short of our expectations? Have you exceeded our expectations? What you can improve, what you need to work on. So you use all these tools to help you and the probationer understand clearly both parties' expectation, where both parties are, where both parties are heading towards, and what is the possible outcome from this probation. So probation should not be just one line in your contract and says that your probationary period is 3 months, nothing else. Then it brings yourself into trouble. What is the expectation? Can I terminate? Can I not terminate? Can I ask him to do this? Can I not ask him to do this? Then it becomes very muddy water and then it leads you to litigation risk. During the probation, provide training and guidance where necessary. Notify the employee of poor performance and provide opportunity to improve. So during probation, it is not a once you're in, then 3 months later only we talk. It's normally done, but I strongly discourage you from doing that because probation period is always not only a testing phase, but it's also to help this probationer come up to the standards or the expectations of the company. Because different companies have different expectations. For law firm A, maybe to do this is more than enough to be confirmed. For law firm B, maybe a very big, reputable law firm, the expectations may be much more. So expectations may not be the same. That is why, other than setting expectations, telling him what he has to achieve, you should also provide training and guidance to help this employee come up to the standards expected of the company. Number 4, at the end of the probation, their probation review, you should talk clearly with each other what is the outcome of the probation and why did he obtain that outcome for his probation. And one tool that is very useful is extension of probation. A lot of people try not to extend it, but I always think extension of probation is a very good way to manage probationers. But if you don't want to extend, what you need to do is to say that you're not confirming him and therefore you are terminating him. So you must explain clearly the reasons behind that. So put it long and short, probation is not a one-way street. It's not just giving him 3 months, but instead this 3 months is clearly saying these are your targets. This is what you need to do to be confirmed. In the meanwhile, sometimes they may not achieve the expectations. You will provide training, you will provide support, help them understand the expectations. There's clear communications, there's monthly communications, so that number 1 is to be fair to the employee. The employee needs to be constantly informed of what they need to do, what they should not do, and why, if they are confirmed, why they are terminated. Number 2, also to improve performance. But more importantly is because you want to avoid at the end of the probation and you decide to not confirm and terminate, you are sued for wrongful termination. That can be avoided if you do all these steps that I just mentioned.